I am a massive fan of massive multiplayer online role-playing games, especially MMORPGs that are set in medieval fantasy worlds, which is why I am such a big fan and so looking forward to Mirandus. But it is also why, after I heard the news of this new upcoming MMORPG where it had just signed an agreement with Enjin to offer NFTs in its upcoming Xbox and Steam game, I just had to cover it on this channel. Now, there are several very interesting things to talk about, like how is this game that was planning on launching on Steam, how are they going to do this partnership with Enjin and all of a sudden add NFTs to their game when Steam just banned NFTs? There's a couple questions here that we have to talk about. But yeah, we're also going to be looking at what this game is, whether or not it looks exciting and promising, and whether or not you guys should be excited about the NFTs coming to this game. So if that sounds good to you, remember to drop a big thumbs up on this video, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let's get into it. So let's start off with what is Stormrite. And Stormrite is the game that just signed this agreement with Enjin where they're gonna start integrating NFTs into the game. But what is the game of Stormrite? So Stormrite is an upcoming open world action RPG for PC and Xbox set in a dark fantasy medieval kingdom of Redreach. You will play the role of a young squire exploring a world full of chaos and conflict. Become an expert assassin, learn the arts of dark magic, or lead your armies in large-scale war. With multiple endings to all quest lines and a rich character tree to decide how to interact with the environment and its inhabitants, you have the power to decide your role in the world of Stormrite. So this game looks really cool, really promising. It's kind of a Skyrim-esque action RPG set in an open world, which I think is so cool and is perfect for NFTs. So the team says that they have been working on this game for over a year and a half now, and it initially started as a solo passion project in January of 2020. But since beginning, 3 extremely talented team members have joined the team, and they are releasing their first public test in August. So the community has really started growing for Stormrite even faster than they thought was possible. And now this new announcement that they're partnering with Enjin, I think really just started bringing it into the limelight even more. And that is why I am talking about it on this channel, because I am super hyped for all NFT games. So Stormrite is joining the Enjin NFT ecosystem. So this was from the 30th of August. Stormrite announced that it was going to be working with Enjin, which is a market leader in blockchain gaming, to bring eco-friendly cosmetic non-fungible tokens to Stormrite. So these NFTs are going to be redeemable in-game across saves and will change the appearance of your in-game equipment, companions, and other things in unique ways. So the first thing I have to note about this is that it's a little bit disappointing that the NFTs are only going to be cosmetic. I just really want a big open world medieval fantasy RPG with a full NFT economy, a full blockchain economy. And I just really am longing for that, which is why my sights are set on Mirandus first and foremost, because it's really the only game that is trying to achieve this true free market economy that is entirely player owned and exists entirely on the blockchain in a medieval fantasy world. So Stormrite is going to be a really cool dark medieval fantasy RPG set in an open world, but its NFTs are only going to be cosmetic. So I think that Stormrite is setting itself up to be a little bit more like Embersword, for example, which is another big upcoming RPG, which is going to have cosmetic only NFTs. So yeah, pretty interesting. And for those of you guys who did not know, Stormrite also, it is a Kickstarter game. And I believe the Kickstarter is over now. And they successfully did raise a lot of money to continue the production of Stormrite. But I think the sale of NFTs might honestly fund the game faster than any Kickstarter could, because NFTs, while maybe not the peak of the hype anymore, still have a lot of buying pressure as people just get excited about real ownership in the metaverse. And I think that over the next coming years, the hype is going to shift away from these like visual only NFTs into these usable NFTs, NFTs with real utility, especially gaming NFTs, because it's real utility in the metaverse. So it can kind of happen a lot faster than maybe an NFT getting connected to a real life house or something like that, which I do think will happen eventually as well. But yeah, we're just discovering the true utility and limits to what NFTs might be able to revolutionize. And I think gaming is going to be a really big part of that. Now, with Steam deciding that they're going to ban NFTs, I just am really uncertain now whether or not Stormrite is going to be able to still release on Steam, or whether or not it's going to have to find another place to release. I'm thinking possibly Pavilion Hub might be a really good option. I'm not sure if they could release on Gala, because I'm not sure if Gala would want to release a competing game to Mirandus before Mirandus releases, but who knows? They might be different enough that that could happen. But yeah, I think they might be able to launch on Phantasma's Pavilion Hub maybe, or Enjin, I think, has its own game launcher as well. So since they're partnering with Enjin, that is a possibility, but it's going to be really interesting to see if they can still release on Steam. Because Steam has said no NFT games with NFT trading or blockchain technology. So Stormrite may have just disqualified themselves from Steam. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm going to be watching it very closely, because if, for example, Stormrite can just make more off of NFTs being in the Enjin marketplace than they could being on Steam, then that would be a really strong, compelling market argument for more games to just say, all right, then we don't need Steam. We're just still gonna launch with NFTs because it's what gamers want, and we're still gonna be able to successfully fund our product. That's what I hope happens, but who knows? There could be some short-term hiccups where Stormrite goes, oh man, this sucks. We're losing so much of our potential player base. Sorry, Enjin, we're not going to launch NFTs. Or maybe they launch a game that is kind of separate on Steam without NFT functionality. And if you want the NFT functionality, maybe you have to download the game somewhere else. I don't know how they're planning on solving this issue, but yeah, I just really hope Steam gets their crap together quickly so that, you know, there's not this barrier to NFT games. But honestly, it's really bullish for Pavilion Hub. It's really bullish for Gala Games. It's really bullish for Enjin that Steam has kind of backed out of the competition. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for Stormrite. I think it has a lot of potential, and I love games adding an NFT integration of any kind, even if it's just cosmetics. It is a move in the right direction. So big thumbs up to the Stormrite team. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it as well on your way out. And it will help out this video a ton in the YouTube algorithm. And then if you watch this whole video and you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Make sure you hit subscribe and click that notification bell, and you will not miss any future content. I'll end by saying thank you to our incredible Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for your support. Also, I am writing a book with Dr. Bowles on the revolution that is NFT gaming called Ready Player Earn. If you want to learn more about that book, there is a link in the description to the website where you can sign up for an email notification for when that book finally releases. So on behalf of myself, Nate, my editor, and brother, Josh, our friend and sound engineer, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, have fun roaming the metaverse.